Good morning, Dr. Ida Khanum, Pediatric Pod Concierge Pediatrics in Bel Air, Houston, Texas. So, another question I've had parents ask me is, does my child really need ear tubes? And I wanted to come on board and just talk a little bit about that. So, in my practice, if I've had a patient that has had multiple ear infections, whereby actually and the good thing is in my concierge practice they see me every time, so it's really me evaluating, examining. It's the same person seeing every time. So if they actually have documented multiple ear infections needing oral antibiotics over a period of time, then a child like that, there might be something up with the anatomy, or something with their chronic allergies or something that's putting them at risk for these multiple ear infections. And a child like that I usually would send to an ENT specialist to get evaluated, and they often are recommended to get ear tubes placed. And the goal with the ear tubes, just to make it a little easier for families to understand, the goal really is to put a little tube inside so that if for any reason liquid accumulates in that middle ear, it sort of drains out on its own. And the hope is by having those ear tubes, you're doing two things. Number one, decreasing the need for oral antibiotics if the child is getting another ear infection, and hopefully preventing any kind of long-term hearing loss and issues with that. So I think when you go to the ENT and your pediatrician has sent you forward to get that evaluated, you definitely want to listen in and hear why it is that this is being placed. And most ear tubes, another thing I want to share is most ear tubes, once they are placed and the ear infections start decreasing in numbers with time, the ear canal, the membrane starts to close and those ear tubes get pushed out and they fall out, and families don't even realize they've lost it. But that means it's kind of like the healing process. Again, if you thought you found this information helpful, go ahead and share with your friends.